Welcome to Lean Business Improvement Show, a show designed to give you the tools and techniques to remove waste from your business. Welcome to the taster episode of Lean Business Improvement Show. I'm your host, Matthew Haddock, a lean expert who's worked for over 25 years in different industries, delivering lean, sustainable projects which has really reduced waste, saved money, and increased the customer experience. This is a quick intro to talk to you about what the show is going to be about, what can you expect when you download it, and how you really might get benefit for your lean journey. And firstly, thank you so much for downloading and watching this first episode, or listening to the show. It's much appreciated. The idea we will have a podcast show as well as a video show, so you can have it in both formats. Now, naturally, at this point, I'd love you to subscribe to the show, like it and share it. But you haven't seen what it is yet because you haven't even got to the first show. So you understand if you don't. But if you do, please do that. Subscribe, put the link out there for others to listen to. Now, I must be careful. I'm going to say at this point, it's MM, not M&M. So this is not a show about the snacks with the peanuts and the chocolate and all the rest. Just don't want to get banned or sued. But I'm sure you can tell I'm not one of those peanuts. But who am I? As I said, I'm a business improvement manager who's worked in a number of industries for the last 25 years. And I must admit, it's all around engaging people and getting the message out there. And that's why I wanted to launch this podcast, to give you a chance to experience and understand how I've been on a journey with a number of large companies who have tried and sometimes failed to implement lean and remove waste, all from the perspective of the customer. And the idea of the podcast, it's very similar to my other podcasts. For those who might or might not know, there is also a podcast called Manager Matt. And that podcast explores all sorts of leadership and management ones. And if you haven't, there's a link below. You can always go and listen to some of that work, which is very good. I would say so, wouldn't I? But this is going to be more focused and aimed at giving you the opportunity to pick my brains and the brains of hopefully a community of people who have gone through a process of trying to improve their businesses or are working in a business that needs some sort of improvement. And it will be a short show. So you're not going to have Joe Rogan hour-long shows here. They're going to be very snappy, to the point. And of course, as any lean practitioner would be saying to you at this point, they're going to be efficient, they're going to be to the point, and they're going to remove the waste and fluff. So it's going to be very focused. Now, what we're going to be sort of saying is that if you really want to look at the theory and the whole practices around Six Sigma and Lean, I am actually trained in that, and I will touch on theory a little bit, but it's not going to be theory heavy. I want to have more practical examples, and I really want us to form a community of people who will work on looking at that idea of a business and how do I make it better? How can I shorten the time from an order being placed to you getting paid? How can I get rid of the complexity? How can I remove the waste that's creeped in and become the norm? Sometimes you don't even see it anymore because it's just become that normal. So the cast will have an informal design to it. It'll be about awakening you and making sure you every day have some tools and techniques to really drive out waste in your business. So what's next? Well, as I've said, obviously this is only a taster episode. So the first thing you need to do is listen to the first and second episode that'll be released in the next week, and hopefully subscribe, rate it, and share it so more people get it. And then, as I've said, send me your stories, send me your questions, and just say hi to me on managermattconsulting@gmail.com. Okay, that's it for the taster episode. I do hope you're going to stick around and listen to the main episodes that are coming up. So what I will say is thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.